Imagine a scenario where the grocery shelves are empty and you can't just order takeout. How will you feed your family? Suddenly, that pantry full of canned goods and dried beans doesn't seem so over the top, does it? This is the reality of a world where food supplies can be disrupted at a moment's notice due to natural disasters, power failure, or economic instability. The importance of food stockpiling goes beyond just filling your cupboards. It's about ensuring your family's survival during extended periods of uncertainty. It's about having the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have enough to eat when bugging in. Food stockpiling is a strategic approach to food security. It involves carefully selecting and storing foods that have a long shelf life, are nutritionally dense, and can be prepared with minimal resources. Food stockpiling isn't about fear. It's about being prepared to sustain you and your loved ones when the unexpected happens. So, what kind of food should you stockpile? Is any food good enough? Well, not quite. The key to a well-rounded food stockpile is diversity. A mix of foods that offer a balance of essential nutrients, have a long shelf life, and are easy to prepare. Firstly, let's talk about canned goods. They are a staple in any prepper's pantry. Fruits, vegetables, meats, soups, and even dairy products come in canned versions. These items can last for years, and they're ready to eat right out of the can. Plus, the liquid in canned goods can be used for cooking or directly consumed, providing additional hydration. Next up, we have grains. Grains like rice, oats, wheat, and quinoa are excellent for long-term storage. They're packed with essential nutrients and can be used in a vast array of meals. When stored properly, these can last for up to 25 years. Don't forget about dried fruits, nuts, and seeds. They're not just for snacking. They're rich in vitamins and essential fats. Plus, they add variety and flavor to meals and can be rehydrated in a pinch. Proteins are crucial too. Consider long-lasting sources like dried beans, lentils, canned meats, and even protein powders. These provide essential amino acids that your body needs to maintain muscle and overall health. Lastly, let's not forget about comfort foods. Yes, you heard it right. Foods like chocolate, coffee, and other treats can provide a much-needed morale boost in challenging times. Just don't overdo it. Now, it's important to note that while shelf life is crucial, nutritional value is paramount. A balanced diet is critical even in emergencies. You don't want to be stuck eating the same nutrient-deficient food day in and day out. So take the time to research and plan your food stockpile carefully. Remember, the goal is to have a variety of nutritious, long-lasting foods that your family actually enjoys eating. Because let's face it, an emergency situation is stressful enough, you don't want mealtime to add to that stress. Now that you've got your food, how do you store it to maximize shelf life and keep it safe? This is where the art of storage comes into play. It's not enough to just have a pile of food. You need to store it properly to ensure it remains safe, nutritious, and tasty for when you need it. Firstly, let's talk about airtight containers. These are your best friends when it comes to food storage. They keep out critters, moisture, and oxygen, which can degrade your food over time. Think about things like plastic bins or even glass jars for your grains, dried fruits, and other dry goods. Next up, we have Mylar bags. These are not your everyday plastic bags. They're made from a material that's resistant to moisture, light, and air. So, if you're looking to store foods like rice, beans, or pasta for the long haul, Mylar bags are a great choice. Just remember to squeeze out as much air as possible before sealing them up. Vacuum sealers are another excellent tool for long-term food storage. By sucking out all the air, you're preventing bacteria and mold from growing, and you're also locking in the freshness. Vacuum-sealed food can last up to 5 times longer than non-sealed food, so it's a worthwhile investment if you're serious about your food stockpile. Last but not least, let's talk about optimal storage conditions. You want to keep your food in a cool, dry, and dark place. Heat and light can degrade your food and shorten its shelf life. So avoid places like the garage or attic unless they're climate-controlled. A basement, pantry, or even a dedicated closet can work great. And remember, it's not just about storing your food but also about organizing it. You should always know what you have and where it is. This way, you can easily access what you need, and you're also less likely to waste food because you forgot about it. Proper storage is key to maintaining the quality and extending the life of your food stockpile. So take the time to store your food correctly. It's an investment that will pay off when you need it most. You've got your food and it's stored properly, but how do you ensure it doesn't go to waste? Now that's a question worth pondering. The answer lies in 2 crucial practices: meal planning and rotation. Meal planning is not just about deciding what's for dinner tonight, it's about looking ahead and planning meals around your stockpiled food. By incorporating these items into your regular meals, you can maintain freshness and variety in your diet. Plus, it's a great way to get used to eating the food you've stored. After all, the middle of a crisis is not the time to discover you can't stand the taste of canned peas. But meal planning is only half the story. Rotation is the other half. This means using older items first and replacing them with new ones. This way, nothing gets left on the shelf to expire. To make this process easier, mark each item with the purchase date and keep a list of what you have. There are also apps available that can help you track expiration dates and notify you when it's time to use certain items. But here's a pro tip. Don't just rotate your food, rotate your meals too. Eating the same thing day after day can lead to what's called food fatigue. In a survival situation, this can be a real problem. You need to keep your morale up and your taste buds interested, so mix it up. Plan meals that use different ingredients and offer varied nutrition. Remember, a well-managed food stockpile is more than just a pile of cans in a cupboard. It's a living, breathing part of your household. It's about maintaining a sense of normalcy in a world that's anything but. So, don't let your hard-earned stockpile gather dust. Plan your meals, rotate your stock, and keep your food fresh and varied. It's not just about survival, it's about living well, no matter what the world throws at you. With careful planning and rotation, you can keep your food stockpile fresh and varied. Food stockpiling isn't just about collecting food, there are other factors to consider too. Security is paramount when it comes to your food stockpile. Imagine having a treasure trove of food, only to have it stolen or raided due to carelessness. It's vital to keep your stockpile discreet. Avoid disclosing the location and extent of your food supply, even to those you trust. The fewer people who know about it, the better. Now let's talk about protecting your stockpile physically. Consider investing in locks or security systems. A sturdy lock can deter potential thieves, while a security system with alarms can alert you to any breaches. You might also want to think about diversifying your cache locations. Splitting your stockpile and storing it in different places reduces the risk of losing everything in one swoop. Next, we move on to budget considerations. Stockpiling food doesn't have to break the bank. It's all about smart, strategic purchases. Start small and gradually build up your supply. Take advantage of sales and bulk buys, but remember to prioritize shelf-stable foods with a long lifespan. Coupons are your best friend. They can help you save money and allow you to buy more than you usually could. Don't forget to check online for deals too. You'd be surprised at the bargains you can find. Another budget-friendly tip is to preserve and can your own food. Not only is this cost-effective, but it also allows you to have control over what goes into your food. Plus, home-canned goods can last for years if done properly. Lastly, consider planting a survival garden. Seeds are relatively inexpensive, and with time and care can provide a continuous supply of fresh produce. This can supplement your stockpile and add variety to your meals. Remember, the goal isn't to hoard food, but to build a sustainable and secure food supply for your family. Your stockpile is your lifeline in times of crisis. It's not about having more than others, but about being prepared and ensuring your family's survival. So keep these security and budget considerations in mind as you build and maintain your food stockpile. Let's recap what we've discussed today. We've delved into the crucial topic of food stockpiling, emphasizing its importance in ensuring our survival and maintaining a sense of normalcy during extended disruptions to daily life. We've explored the types of foods best suited for long-term storage, from canned goods to grains and dried fruits, always keeping nutritional value and shelf life in mind. We've also examined effective storage solutions, from airtight containers and Mylar bags to vacuum sealers and optimal pantry organization. We underscored the importance of meal planning and rotation to maintain freshness and variety in your food supply. We've highlighted the need for discretion and security when it comes to your food supply to avoid unwanted attention, and we've offered budget-friendly strategies to help you build a comprehensive food stockpile without breaking the bank. Remember, food stockpiling is about ensuring survival and maintaining a sense of normalcy during uncertain times. Stay prepared, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.